Hey everybody, JR here. I've been asked by a lot of new prospects and a lot of new representatives about the SOS Shake system. You know, how does it taste? And first and foremost, if you just have the regular Shake It and Optimize It, those are the two protein powders. This is, you know, the Shake It. You just take one of its own scoops. And then we have the what we call the Optimize It, which also has its own scoop. You put that in 8 ounces of water, stir it up, and drink it. It tastes really great. You know, but when I got started, you know, I didn't really have a roadmap, being one of the first guinea pigs, and so I got kind of created in the kitchen. So today we're in the kitchen, and I want to kind of show you how I make my shake, at least the morning version one. So that's like my breakfast. And so I have my little blender container, and then what I do, because it's morning time, I actually have some oatmeal. There's no need to cook it. You just throw some raw oatmeal in there. Pardon my reach, it's just me. So, and then from there, for flavor only, because the Optimize It, this puppy has, you know, so much of the core ingredients for nutrition from the fruits and vegetables. I was watching the video from Mr. America talking about 9 servings in each scoop. So what we're doing here is we're just sprucing this up so it tastes incredible. So we're going to end up with a smoothie when we're done. So I just put a splash of orange juice in there, and you know, whatever you like. I do the no pulp kind. Now when it comes to this one, this is cranberry raspberry, but I go to get healthy balance. Now I'm not promoting them, you know, and making a commission, but the difference here is, if you don't pay attention, there's a lot of sugar in a lot of these at the grocery store. You know, typically like 23 grams. This one only has 5 grams of sugar, so I'm a little conscious of what I put in there. But once again, just a splash for taste. And then what I do is I cut up 4 strawberries, put those in there, and then I reach in and I get myself a small banana. If it's a big banana, then I cut it in half. But a small banana, this is kind of a small one, and I put that in there, and let's put that to the side. And then I put the juices in first so it mixes up better. And then each of the things from the SOS, like the Shake It here, has its own scoop inside. And I remember in the beginning I didn't know that, and I was using the wrong scoop. So this is a little scoop. Put that in there. And then the same thing with the Optimize It. It has its own little scoop in there. And you can see, put that in there. And then my favorite part of this now is to make this an incredibly great tasting smoothie. I found out that, you know, another product that the Liberty Freedom Network, who brings us all this incredible stuff, this is our Alolicious product. This is the big bottle, and this is the small bottle. Now this is 2 ounces, and that's a daily, you know, what we call recommended daily serving. And when I put the Alolicious in there, that puts it over the top. Incredible. And then, of course, what we have is the ability to put in 1 scoop of peanut butter. Now, once again, when I go to the store, I have the Choosy Mothers Choose, you know what kind, and those typical peanut butters have like 16 grams of fat. And I found an all-natural peanut butter. This one actually is even low sodium, and it only has 2 grams of fat versus 16 grams of fat. Now, it's not going to kill you if you take the other kind. I'm just saying, once again, I'm making a conscious choice. So we put a scoop of that in there, and then if you really want to go crazy, you could put a little touch of honey in there, and that just, once again, puts it over the top. Now, I don't do this all in one setting. Sometimes for a variety, then I got Del Monte's, there's a superfood they put in a little container here. You can pick them up for like $1, $1.50. This is pear chunks with the side juice. This is really great. Once again, we put that in there and put the lid on that puppy and whip it up for about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, let everything take hold, and then we end up with an incredible tasting smoothie, very fulfilling. Now remember, you always want to follow it up by taking, you know, 1 or 2 of these Slim It capsules, and this makes a huge difference because this is very fulfilling, but this takes away any kind of cravings you might have. And so this is going to last you for 4 or 5 hours before it's time to have your next session. Remember, we recommend that you have 4 sessions of food a day. And if you really want to lose a lot of weight, and I did because I had a lot to lose in my own personal opinion, I lost my 30 pounds and it only took me 9 weeks. I lost 20 pounds the first month with no exercise, and then of course the last 10 pounds I started exercising. Now I gained some weight because I started lifting some light weights and gained some muscle. So I easily lost well over 30 pounds of body fat, and the biggest thing for me was because I got healthy again. I used to be on blood pressure medicine. I no longer have that. I took my readings yesterday. I think it was like 129/79, which isn't perfect, but it's pretty close, and that's without any kind of medication. So I'm thrilled. I believe that this product probably gave me another 10, 15 years back on my life, because I was a walking heart attack just waiting to happen, with the over excessive weight, the bad habits that I had with food, and of course the high blood pressure. That's not a good scenario. And of course I like to travel, and I have a home over in Thailand, so those 20+ hour plane rides were killing me, and I was really conscious of that. So when you get that all up, you end up with something that looks something like this. This is just a great tasting smoothie. I cannot begin to tell you, because that's what a lot of new people want to know, is like, how does it taste? Well, on its own it tastes incredible, but when you mix up a few things and get a little creative in the kitchen, you can do what you like. Don't add a ton of stuff because you don't want to put too many calories in there, but a splash of this, a dab of that. Be creative, and it's something that I believe that I'll have for the rest of my life. I'll take this product. Truth be told, after 90 days, I stopped the SOS program because I want to make sure I wasn't just drinking the Kool-Aid, so to speak, and I wanted to see what I felt like. And immediately within the next day, I felt the aches and pains coming back in my body, and I had a tremendous loss of energy, and it was just a yucky feeling. And of course, all this is a meal replacement. And doing the SOS Plus package, it only comes out to be a little over $2 a meal, and I can't really have a meal for around $2, $2.30. So obviously, I'm not spending more money. I'm getting a much better nutritional package going into my body. So anyway, hope that helps. Like I said, be creative in the kitchen, do a little bit of experimentation. I did, and it's something that I believe that once you get in here and you get kind of creative and call it your own, we can kind of get together at some parties and compare notes about what does your shake taste like versus maybe somebody else's. So anyway, I hope that helps. I wish you all the success. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.